Welcome back to the channel, fat boys! Today we're going to be doing a review of the TCMT Ape Hanger Handlebars. Let's get into it. So before we really start getting into it, I want to let you guys know that TCMT did send me these handlebars and I did install them myself. My opinions are my own, but they did and they were kind enough to send these handlebars to me for free. So with that disclosure put in front, I would also like to offer you guys, if you are interested in this, there is going to be a discount code in the description down below and also displayed right here on the screen for you guys to be able to get a discount on these handlebars if you are interested. I will also play that at near the end if you guys are still interested. So I just ended up getting the bars in from TCMT and here they are. They're actually a couple days early. These look really good, some nice meat hooks. Let's go ahead and start to unravel these and see exactly how they really look. Some of my first initial impressions off of these bars, they are wrapped pretty well and they're wrapped well enough for shipping, but there's not so much excessive packing that it actually brings down the shipping price on these, thus translating to you as the customer for bringing down the price of the bars, which I kind of appreciate. I'm looking at the welds. The welds seem okay. They don't seem the highest quality, but these also aren't the most expensive bars. I am only gonna be a little bit worried about feeding wires through these corners because they seem a little bit rough and the welding isn't the best. It's not the smoothest welding, I should say. So that might be the trickiest part of putting the wires through these bars. But let's wait until my wires and cable kits get here and then we'll really start to see how this looks on the bike.
Tomorrow.
And so now it's a couple days later and I finally have all of my wiring stuff here. It's a little bit bright right there for you guys. But so now we need to go ahead and start prepping the bike so that we can go ahead and get the handlebars off. Let's go ride it. Woo!
Go dummy, go beast on them. I go beast, go deep, I OD on them. I OD. Apply pressure, put heat on them. Put that 500 degrees on them. 500 degrees. Go dummy, go beast on them. I go beast, go deep, I OD on them. I OD. Apply pressure, put heat on them. I go beast, go deep, I OD on them. I OD. Apply pressure, put heat on them. Put that 500 degrees on them. 500 degrees.
So now that I finally have the handlebars on my bike and I've been riding around with them a little bit, I've had a little bit of time to think about my thoughts on these handlebars. First, let's talk about the positives. The first thing that really comes to mind is actually the price. The price point of these handlebars are absolutely amazing. They are just over $100 in that $100 to $150 range. This is absolutely an amazing price point for handlebars like this. They are absolutely comfortable. They do exactly what they're going to say they're going to do, and they put you in a much more comfortable riding position. I have chosen the height that fit me the best, so that way my arms are not completely straight up, but they are nearly all the way up, but I still have a slight bend in my arms. Another thing that really is beneficial is actually how they are shipped, and you can also order them off Amazon. When you are ordering them, they come in a very minimalistic shipping way. They don't come in elaborate boxing and materials. They come in a very simple foam, enough padding to keep them safe, but nothing that's going to jack up the price for you. So that way you know what you're getting, but you're not having to worry about elaborate price markups just for some extra packaging on shipping. Now here's a little bit of my middle ground on these handlebars. For my middle ground on these handlebars, it really does come down to how they label these handlebars on what they are for. These handlebars are labeled for all Harley-Davidson touring bikes. So that includes the Street Glide, Electric Glide, Road Glide, and Road King. As you see, I have a Road King and I put them on. The difference is that these don't technically, but they do technically fit on the Road King because I have them on my Road King. But I had to do some modifications and some adjustments, not to the bars, but to my setup so that way I could be able to put them on the bike. And the difference truly does lie in the fact that in the other touring bikes other than the Road King, they come down to a 1-inch riser. They come into a 1-inch riser and top clamp, so that way all the bars are the same, and that is what these bars do. But however, for the Road King and Road King Special, they are 1 1/4 all the way through, unlike these bars. So I ended up having to actually get different risers and a different top clamp. But yet, when I still did that, the risers were a different height. So when I did that, I actually had to go get the risers actually cut down to stock size, because most people, and I believe all people, when I did my research, I was looking for stock risers for the same size, but they don't sell them. So my problem was that I had to go get the risers I bought cut down to stock sizing in order for it to fit. So I did have some issues running into some hiccups along the way, such as that, which was kind of annoying because they say they fit, but they don't directly fit without some modification. Only for the Road Kings though. And so for the negatives of these bars, what really does come to mind is the welding. And there's only 2 welds, one on each side, and that is where the the joint is, the hard joint is on these handlebars. It is an okay weld, it is not the prettiest weld, and so because of that weld, it makes pulling the wires through, if you are brave enough to do it yourself, a little bit harder and a lot harder, to where you actually have to be kind of worried if you're going to be damaging the wires while you are pulling them through. So something to keep in mind if you are going to be doing this yourself, and something to keep in mind if you're going to be sending these to a shop for them to be doing it. So for my overall thoughts on these handlebars, they are actually really amazing. I love the comfort of them. I love the sizing of them. I love how they actually are a really good price for the consumer. And they do pretty much exactly what they're going to say. So if you are interested in getting some of these handlebars, TCMT is actually hooking me up to help you guys in order to be able to get these bars at a discounted price. So if you are interested, make sure you go ahead and check the description down below, and also make sure you insert the code that is displayed right here on the screen. So guys, if you enjoyed the video, make sure you go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. It really helps out the channel. If you are new here, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.